Now, insurance agents say your comprehensive car insurance will cover this: broken glass, pried open doors, or even damage to your vehicle. But what it won't cover is stolen items from inside the vehicle, like your wallet or your cell phone. To better explain how a title loan works, we're going to use the game Monopoly as an example here. Now, for the past month, Ray and his wife have been forced to shower here at the park's public bathroom. Now, we took a look at some of the fire extinguishers here at the apartment complex, and we noticed that they haven't been checked since July of 1998. Yeah, a trip to the dumpster led Lynn Mobley to a pretty startling discovery. Inside this dumpster and outside were these envelopes. Inside were past customers' personal information. Lynn Mobley did a little dumpster diving this morning.
I bought some stuff and I wanted to ship it home, and I was looking for a box to pack it in. So I just basically came upon it by accident.
Mobley spent the night at the Super 8 motel in Weslaco. This morning, he found thousands of envelopes containing the motel's customer billing information.
I mean, anybody with sense would have shredded this information.
Mobley picked up what he could, put it in his motel room. We went for the rest. Now, as we sift through the dumpster here, we're finding piles and piles of these envelopes marked confidential. And inside these envelopes, we're finding a lot of personal information, including addresses and credit cards. And some of these credit cards are even current. Tell us about why do you have all these personal information out here?
It's not supposed to be out here. What do you mean it's out here?
Yeah, you've got piles and piles of this stuff out here. When we confronted the owner of the motel, he told us his employees must have thrown them out by mistake.
And I'll take full responsibility for it because it happened under my watch, and I apologize for it. I want to make this right and make sure such a thing never happen again.
Mobley says he hopes the cleanup is thorough.
Well, it's closing the gate after the horse got out, but what can I say?
He believes this could have been a huge breach in security. Now, if you or your friends or family stayed here at the Weslaco Super 8 and they're concerned that their security may be compromised, go ahead and give the hotel staff a call and they can check your records. Also, you may want to keep an eye on your bank account. John Bartell, Channel 5 News, Weslaco. 1 in 4 Americans over the age of 65 lost all of their teeth last year. Put that into perspective, that would take 368 of these semi-trucks to haul all of those teeth away. There's one more number. The United States spent enough money on dental health last year to send a man to the moon 14 times. Many Americans are finding relief from high insurance costs just a few feet over the border. The driver of this red Mustang says an unknown vehicle, this one right here, caused him to swerve off the road, hitting all 3 of the other vehicles. Hold on, can you tell us when John Chapman's truck is going to be done? You were here. You talked to me last night. The man would not give us a clear answer when the car would be returned. We found him working on Garza's Ford Ranchero in the back.
This is private property where you're at. You need to leave.
The owner was done with the conversation. The ocean is his amphitheater, and his dog Spike is his only audience. This beachside trailer is John McAllister's Grand Castle. It's a dwelling without a mailman.
Well, I can't get home delivery of mail at my house.
McAllister lives in Laguna Heights, a colonia. Decades ago, the community agreed to have mail delivered in this drop box. In his younger days, making a trip to the mailbox wasn't a problem for McAllister. Time has taken its toll on this squeeze box player.
I'm 73 years old, I'm legally blind, and the whole body just going with a pot, and it's really hard to walk 2 blocks to the mailbox.
Now, McAllister put this mailbox in front of his house in hopes the carriers would bring the mail here. The post office said no way, they couldn't make that happen. So now he has to walk 2.5 blocks down here to a distribution collection box just to pick up his mail.
As I understand it, they have civilian contractors in this area who deliver the mail. And they are under certain rules and regulations, and they map out a path.
We went to the post office for answers. We were told the postmaster was not in. We then tried City Hall. They told us Laguna Heights is just outside of city limits. This is a postal service issue. After several attempts, we got a hold of the Regional Postal Service in San Antonio.
If a customer needs to have a mode of delivery change because of maybe a physical disability or a sickness, they would need to submit documentation of that to their local postmaster.
McAllister says he provided his postmaster with doctor's notes several years ago.
The only thing that would qualify is if I was 100% disabled, immobile, can't move, and nobody lives with me.
I asked if it was possible to reevaluate McAllister's condition.
Yes, I would say current documentation would be the best way to go.
McAllister will try again.
Well, it's kind of useless, but it does make for a good handhold. You know, when you're old like me, you have to have things to prop yourself up on.
In the meantime, McAllister will be waiting by the beach for his mail. Now, the helicopter has helped flush out about 25 of these illegals. If you look over right here, they're loading them up into this bus. Now, the Ponces say as soon as it warms up out here, the water inside of these tires will be the perfect breeding ground for mosquitoes. We're on Main Street in Alice, where cleanup is underway here at this dance studio here. This is one of the many businesses actually that were hit on downtown, and a lot of them have these boards all up against the window, and that's because hailstones came in here and just shattered a lot of the glass here. To give you an idea of how big this leak is here, take a look down here. You can see a fish actually coming out of the hole. Now, the city of FAR says they're taking a proactive approach to getting rid of these tires. Now, behind the safety of this fume hood here, you can actually see the reaction. So here's the problem. Now, Perez says he'd like to sleep inside the fireworks stand here.